So, as promised, we're going to start Swanwatch 2026, and we're down the far end as we normally are down there. And we're going to start with, there's no real nesting activity yet, but there's definitely pairing activity. So, we're going to have a little look and see what's happening so far. So, the first bit where we're still down this far end here, we're definitely seeing a little bit of pairing up activity. Now down in the bottom corner there is where Arwen and Ariane were nested last year, and definitely seen two of them down there. I think the guy at the back there with his feathers up, I think that's Arwen, and I think the young lady at the very front is Ariane, and the guy in the middle with his feathers up is stepping on his territory. So that's good to see. It's good to see because he's getting protective. So yeah, long may that continue. But it looks like we'll have another couple at this end of the pond this year. Where that's a yearling. That's one of last year's swans. One of the last year's cygnets from Castle Pond sitting on there. You'll quite often see quite a lot of swans up around here, and sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll see a goose as well, a barnacle goose, which is smaller but noisy as hell, and I'm seeing them more often. I've seen it twice this week. So yeah, we may be having a little bit of diversity returning to Mill Pond. So you might just see a little bit of flirting. We just walked down a little bit, and the two that were the other side there, it almost looks like one, but just a little bit of flirting behaviour going on, neck rubbing and dipping and things like that. So that's encouraging to see as well. Many swans are there now. See, that's a little troop that we saw just now. Loads more than last year, which you think you look at that and you go, okay, that's a good thing. But the reason there's loads more than last year is because there was nothing to defend last year, so they all overwintered here. So because there were no cygnets, then there was no territory to defend, and that's why there's loads more here. So we are further a little bit down, not far down from there, but you can see, so that there, the previous years we've had nests in there. That's where we had a nest last year, and then that tree there fell, and that branch there fell, and it all kind of took everything out. And you can see that bit there in the middle, that was kind of the entrance into their nest. So whether there's enough material there, I don't know. You can see one there, but if you look further down the pond, that's the couple that I've definitely been looking in there. I've seen them in the middle of there, but they haven't started making a nest yet. So whether it is, it's quite just a little bit further down. Again, just so you can see, this is that area we were talking about just now, and you can kind of see like a little gap around the back there. There's fencing all in front there, but the water is so high now that they can swim over that fence, and they have been kind of going in the back there. But you can probably see again here, trees falling down there, branches there, and that's consistent all the way down there. You can see branches falling all the way down, big branch tree falling there, and more down there, which short term is annoying because you can see there's a whole load of cover has been stripped out from up here. There used to be lots of tree cover. It used to look like that down the bottom there, all the way across here, and as that's been stripped out, you'll see more branches falling, but that might fall into the water, and over the next couple of years that might allow a few more reed beds to grow and develop. So again, as we said last year, you know, we used to have nests there. They weren't the best nests because there were people kind of walking past and disturbing, and again we used to have nests down here as well, but that's as we've cut back the reeds, that's not going to happen this year either, but it is good to see these two out in the middle. And that might be Carwyn and Cariad that we had last year as well, which would be really encouraging if it is. They had one last year. They had one cygnet that stayed alive for a week or two, and then sadly died as that tree fell. So I have a feeling it either ruined the nest or hit the cygnet. But yeah, it's still good to see them both back. So the other bit that we're going to keep an eye on this year is, over the last couple of weeks we've seen quite a few swans this side of the barrage. There's none there today, but definitely seen them in and around here and kind of up that side over there underneath those trees. So I don't know if that's something to do with the disruption caused by the barrage works, but something that we'll kind of keep an eye on as the season goes. So we are on the other side of the castle now. So normally I have seen 3 swans. So the mother and the father, Dennis and Dilwyn, have been around. They're not around today, so I'm wondering maybe that's what we saw on the mill pond. But if you look over there, you can see that dark line. That's where the water has been, and that's way above where they would have been making a nest last year. That yellow bag over there is kind of where they made their nest last year, just in this kind of poke, so you can't really see it from this side, but from the other side it's quite a dense area in there. So there's definitely enough reeds over there to make a decent nest, but as you can see, the water height is the danger, and they've lost a couple of nests because of that in the past. Fingers crossed we'll see them back again this year. So that's kind of the end of Swanwatch 1, kind of setting up the season. I think there's a lot to be looking forward to. I am hoping that we'll have a better year than last year. We had 4 out of this pond last year, 4 survived, none out of Mill Pond. So fingers crossed it's going to be a better year for swans. Don't forget to like and subscribe for further swan watch. I'm going to try and do 1 swan watch a week as we get closer to nesting season. But yeah, like and subscribe for all the stuff that we do as well. All the best.